Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is April 25th, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. All right, we had earning for Google and Microsoft, and they had fantastic move to the upside. Like, we'll get to those ones. But today was one of those days that I just told my subscribers at the beginning. And also in this video, in the last daily analysis, I said last phase of sell-off is coming, and I just brought you two scenarios. One is kind of like a lower high here, sorry, higher low here, lower high, higher low here, and then we are getting back to the upside for a next new all-time high, or we can potentially going down to kind of like an ABC pattern and then moving up to the upside. In both scenarios, this correction would be a great buying opportunity. And we were waiting for this opportunity for a long time. If you remember the entire rally, I just told you, wait for market gives us opportunity and we will give it by two hands. And just I should say Friday and even today's session, we bought a good decent of stocks actually when they were hammered and no one wants to buy them, everyone was selling them. That was kind of like a shakeout. Price action today happened by institutions, and also lots of, I should say, retail investors. They just sell out their stocks today at very, very early session. I don't know why. When Meta had a fantastic earning, and the stock price just goes down, gap down like a 15-16% for whatever reason. I don't know, like why it just sold out after hours yesterday and then went back up sharply today as well. So it's from, I think, 415 all the way up to 435 or so. So when you see this volatility is coming, and the reason is just because market wants to breathe for another gain and for another good opportunity to the upside. So today is one of those days, and I believe that when we are just getting into this rally phase, we are kind of like getting into this resistance area, which is going to be important still of 5,120 to 5,150. So that's going to be important resistance supply area. So if you just look at this is a breakout level at this level, and two moving averages, SMA 50 and 20 is coming all together. We just call it as a kind of like a crossing, a dead cross. And this is creating a resistance here if you want to trade moving average. I don't. I'm just using this as like a momentum indicator for me. But this price action here, right down at 5,150 to 5,120. So that 30 points area, it's going to be kind of like a supply area. So when you see some kind of like a reaction here, you shouldn't be surprised. But I believe that today price action was fantastic. Like, especially after hours, market just hiking all the way up. Google and Microsoft, thank you. They just announced a fantastic earning. They're leaders to the market, and we will give market still benefit of doubt. We just got over sold condition, buy signal, and then there you go. So on Friday, we should see some kind of like a choppiness. And also for the first time after this August time, we got IMI all the way to oversold condition, which is going to be another buy signal. So this means all in all, the market gives us a fantastic buying opportunity and we took it. And I believe that next rally is coming afterwards. I know everyone just saying, what are you saying? Like we are going to hit to the May, sell in May and go away. So I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but that's kind of like an old right for old days, not these days, especially after technology. There is no sell in May and go away. If you just look at the history, May is kind of like a volatile, not a selling opportunity. So moving on to Nasdaq, which was kind of like a leader for today, and also Nasdaq just got into this demand area. If you just look at this is on Friday's session, and we just got a shakeout yesterday. So this demand area, we just pointed out a while ago, and just touch it and bouncing back up sharply, getting into this supply area, reacted. Right now, today price action is pretty strong, still below this supply. So if we get above 17,900, almost 18,000, pullback could be a great buying opportunity for breakout above this trend line. I should say that's going to be kind of like a chop here as well. potentially forming a bull flag or something like that, but that's going to be a great buying opportunity for next rally to 19,000 area. So I'm kind of like a bullish in this environment right now. I believe that the market is just showing exactly what technically needs to show: a sharp pullback, shake out lots of people, investors, traders, and then getting back to the upside momentum. Still, we have some resistance down the road, but if we take out those resistance, we're going to see that going up as well. So moving on to Dow Jones, Dow had a kind of like a very, very ugly session, going all the way back down to test Friday open and then sharply moving back up. So healthcare, they just hit a lot today. So, but today price action was not that bad actually. It's just a bottoming tail here. So we need to get above this 38,600. If we get above 38,600, we can see that's going to be 39,000, and then 39,000 is going to round it up all the way to 40,000 above. So we will see how it goes with Dow. But again, if we get below this pivot on Friday session, it can go all the way back down to 35,000. But if it doesn't, it can go all the way back up to, again, 40,000 new all-time high. Moving on to gold, which had a positive session. Still, gold is forming the bottom here. I don't know if we get any pullback to the lower low, then hiking up, or we're going to see some kind of like a move to the upside. But I should say gold miners, they did fantastic today. So that's what I'm saying. Potentially gold miners are going to lead and gold price is going to follow, which is going to be very bullish, bullish, bullish signal for gold and gold miners, which we haven't seen for a while. Before, gold was leader and gold miners lagging, which was kind of like a concerning. But today, the scenario has been changed, and it goes to the leading role. It goes to gold miners, and right now, gold miners are leading the gold price, which is fantastic. We will get to those ones. Make sure watch this video completely. So gold, again, if it goes back down to 2,300, that's going to be a buy, but we will see. If we see some kind of like a confirmation tomorrow, I think by close confirmation tomorrow, you can get into buy signal, put your stop loss here, a new all-time high is coming down the road for gold as well. Lots of good stocks and commodities are getting back to the buy signal. Silver as well. So silver is showing right now bearish consolidation here, which that's why this pattern is bearish. It is not bullish. So I'm expecting another kind of like a pullback to this area, which is going to be a fantastic buy to 25 to 26, then rally all the way up, potentially above $30. So still, silver is kind of like a fishy. That would be ideal scenario. I'm not saying it can go down, but if it goes down, that's going to be a perfect opportunity. All right. So there is a difference. So the overall trend, folks, is going to be bullish. If you want to be a long-term investor, you can buy right now. You're not waiting for another deep down. But if you're a trader, you're gonna just see the risk to reward. So you don't pay attention on like if it's gonna be $35 next 6 months or so. You don't pay attention. So the risk to reward is not that favorite because for aggressive trader, they can put a stop loss here. They can get in right now, but the stop loss is gonna be here. Potentially it goes down here to this level and then getting back up. So for those ones who are conservative, they're waiting for this pullback and getting back to the upside. The risk is maybe there is no pullback and you will be missed. So that's the risk, and you should just see what's your type. Moving on to, let me know what's your type actually into the chat box. I'm interested to see what's your comment. Moving on to crude. Crude, a good buying opportunity, just came up with a stochastic. Momentum-wise, we are getting into bullish. And also price action-wise, we didn't satisfy completely this corrective move. I was just waiting for kind of like $80 and then getting back to crude. But crude just getting back, shift the gear to the upside. I believe if it goes above 86, it can go to the higher high. Potentially, it can go to 90 and 91 down the road. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the same as the other names, it's just a reversing back up. So I believe that Bitcoin is forming a bullish, guys. So this means 60,000, 57,000 is the area that Bitcoin buyers are having back of this commodity. So it can go higher or asset classes, whatever, to 70,000. If it goes above 70,000, this is massive bull flag for a repeat spike to the upside, potentially 100,000. That's going to be the target for Bitcoin. So everyone is saying this one, but don't be surprised if Bit goes all the way up above this 75,000, because right now the pattern is very bullish. The pattern is very bullish, and I believe that parabolic move is coming with this name. Moving on to bond yield is forming another bullish price action here as well. So I don't know what's going to be the sentiment. Everything is getting back to bull side, even bond yield, which is supposed to put pressure on precious metals and technology. But bond yield is getting back to potential testing this high, which is not good for lots of people who are just borrowing, because this means interest rate is going to stay here for a long time. Treasury getting back to the upside. I know it's kind of like a green bar here, but 62 cents loss for today, still in this consolidation. So Treasury can go back up. I'm still bullish on this long term, not short then. VIX is coming down after a spike today, so it goes below $16, which makes sense. Dollar is down, so this is very interesting. Dollar, this bullish consolidation is about to fail. So this means bond yield potentially is going to fail as well. So if dollar goes down and bond yield goes down, this means the rally in the stock market and technology and also precious metals are going to be very, very serious. Moving on to magma indicator, which you see that it just gapped down here, moving back up all the way after hours. Look at that. It goes to 1300 again, 1389, which is fantastic. Apple after hours, it just go higher, $170. So Apple, I believe that's still lagging, but not bad price action. Amazon, gap down, going higher, $178. So 178, that's fantastic price action. Meta, look at that, gap down, but going all the way up to 4,401, 444 after hours. So this is pretty interesting. It just recaptured its trend. It just touched 400, I believe that 411 today. That was kind of like a low, and then getting back to the upside. So that's pretty interesting. Moving on to Microsoft, which kind of like a gap down. We bought a lot here, 390, 300, even 89, I bought it. And look at that. After hours, it goes higher to 419 right now. Fantastic. Congratulations, folks, for those ones who buy Microsoft with me. Google just going up as well. So even today, we just gapped down and then sharp move to the upside. Look at the candle here. So this is a Google candle, and look what happened after hours. Let me show you after hours. Google hit new all-time high, 177. Fantastic. So Google right now, it's trading here, 177 after hours. This means push a lot for Nasdaq is coming tomorrow, and tomorrow is going to be 1 to 2% potentially upside move for Nasdaq, which is fantastic. So it's going to be very, very good price action tomorrow for all of indexes. Netflix is going up as well, so $9.68. Even after hours, it goes higher a bit. Tesla, nice move to the upside, 5% today. Fantastic move. Even after hours, it goes higher, 171. Semiconductor index, SMH, goes higher as well, so 2% up. When I see semis actually in the morning get back to the positive, I said, okay, probably the sell-off is done, because semi is getting back to the bullish momentum. Stocks, the same pattern here, $3.87 up. Taiwan Semiconductor, $3.61 up. AMD going higher as well, $2.02. Not a bad price action. I believe AMD kind of like a very, very good position for buy if you want. I was waiting for this area. I'm not sure if it gets there. If it goes above 136, I believe AMD is getting back to the bull side. Something like this. Just look at this correction, look at this correction, and then move afterwards. So I believe that AMD is getting back to the new era. NVIDIA, 3.71% to the upside, $29 gain for today. Even after hours goes to $840 right now. Texas Instruments coming up today 44 cents. After hours, it's just lagging, going down. Lamb Research $16.58 change to the upside. Not a bad price action after hours. It just go higher a bit. Moving on to financial, which was kind of like a pause today, but I believe that this is kind of like a pause before the next rally. This is a good pop. This is a good candle. And KBE, the same year as well. So it's kind of like a pause here. I believe that they're waiting for another upside. KRE, the same pattern here. Look at this trend line here. So if it goes above this, so let me show you. This is interesting. So if it go above this, pull back to this area, would be a fantastic buying opportunity all the way to new all-time high. So regional banks are doing great. JP Morgan got back to positive momentum, 29 cents gain. Goldman Sachs, $2.99 loss today. Not a bad price action, however. Bank of America, just a 41 cents down. Wells Fargo, 67 cents down as well. GDX, $1.21 up. GDXJ, 99 cents up today as well. AEM, $1.25 up. Newmont, what a move, folks. I told you yesterday, this is a great bullish consolidation. Today, we just got what we wanted for. Above this trend line, above this pivot. So right now, we should see any pullback, fantastic buying opportunity. The next target is going to be 46, but I believe that the second target is going to be here, 52. So we will see how it goes. But I believe that 52 and 46 is going to be very available for Newmont down the road. Moving on to Franco-Nevada, which was another positive name today, $2.55 up, good price action, good pattern here. So I believe that 134 to 136 is coming. Remember, this one, we bought a lot Franco-Nevada, and we are just picking our fruits a bit, still early. Gold Barrick moved to the upside, still lagging, but this one is following the rest of the names. Moving on to XLE, which is Energy Spider, going higher as well today. So XLE 44 cents to the upside. XOP, which is Oil and Gas Exploration ETF, going back to the upside. As I said before, these stocks were leading. And today we just got crude confirmation that it goes back to the positive. OIH, Oil and Gas Services, it's kind of like a lagging, but just getting back to the bull momentum. Exxon going higher, Chevron going higher as well. So Chevron and Exxon, we will have earning tomorrow. So we will see how it goes with these names. All right, folks, what a Thursday. So I hope you enjoy today's session. Tell me about your comments. What's your opinion? Is it going to be a dead cat bounce or it's going to be a new rally? Let me know in the chat box. Have a fantastic evening. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.